Hi friends, happy Friday and welcome back to Boozy and Bougie. As you can see, I am channeling my inner society girl today. And, I think it's largely because we're in the month of May now. And when I think about May, there are certain things that I inherently think of, like May flowers and Mother's Day, and of course, the Kentucky Derby. Now, I know that the Kentucky Derby was canceled this year, but just because the Derby's canceled, I don't think that sundresses, cocktails, and big floppy hats should be canceled. Do you? No, I didn't think so. So special thanks go to the designers who are sponsoring my day. Dress by Banana Republic. Shoes by, of course, Miss Tory Burch. These are her navy Sally wedge heels. And also really nothing says society girl to me like pearls. So I've got my Tory Burch pearl earrings. Maybe you can see the little T's there. And these beauties were gifted to me by my beloved mama. So I was particularly excited about today's fashion because I've only ever worn this dress once and it was about 7 years ago. So it's basically new to me. And the last time I wore it, I was taking a boozy brunch cruise around Lower Manhattan. So I thought in light of that memory, I would let that inspire my drink of the day, which is going to be a mimosa, much like the ones I was drinking on that cruise. So I'm going to put my own fun spin on it, but guys, feel free to use whatever you've got at home. So the basic mimosa, of course, is champagne and orange juice, but whatever juice you've got on hand, feel free to go with that. I'm going to use my tea espresso cubes because they served me very well last time. So here we go. First, I add my champagne. And I drop in my grapefruit cube mixer. And today, I'm going to give it a little stir because I'm ready to get this party started. Maybe a little top off. So good and refreshing. Okay, so today I wanted to talk about a topic near and dear to my heart, which is education. Now, back in the day, I did an awful lot of it, like so much schooling. So I never thought I would ever be going back. That is until I heard that all of the Ivy League universities are actually offering free online classes. Let me say that again while you let that sink in. All of the Ivy League universities are offering free online classes. Even I couldn't resist the siren call of the ability to study at some of the finest universities under the best and brightest minds in their respective fields. So obviously not all of the classes are free, but among the 8 universities, there are something like 450 offerings to choose from, and they're fantastic and diverse, and they couldn't possibly make it any easier. So here's what you do. Get online and Google free online classes at the Ivy League universities, or if you maybe have a sense about which university you'd like to start at, you can just go ahead and plug that in. They use a couple of different platforms. So some of them use EDX, some of them use Coursera, but they walk you right through it. It's very simple to sign up for. And again, they couldn't really make this process any easier. It's rolling admission. So whenever you decide to enroll, class starts. So if it's the middle of the week, 3 a.m. and you can't sleep and you think, why not? Or it's late on a Sunday night, that's when the course starts for you. You can jump right in and start with the lectures. You take it at your own pace. So if you have a little bit of extra time one week and you want to get a week ahead, go for it. Don't feel like looking at it for a week, that's fine too. Or, maybe you're like me and you want to finish a week and a half in advance just so you can get started on the next course. And they also make it really easy, like different options in terms of how intensive you want your education. So maybe you just want to audit the course. Maybe you're feeling a little skittish and you don't exactly want to be graded or get any real feedback. You just kind of want some exposure. You can audit the course. You can do everything but the assignments if you just feel like, maybe you don't want to write papers. Or you can be like me and go full throttle. For a reasonable fee, there's even the option of a certificate. So you can be like, I studied at fill in the blank, Harvard, Princeton, Yale. Now, I've opted out of this last piece for the plain and simple fact that the vast majority of my diplomas are still in the lovely cardboard tubing or envelope in which they were initially received. No joke, guys, 100% true. I got my doctorate like well over a decade ago. Still not framed. And it's not that I'm not proud of it or pleased with my education or that I don't utilize my skill set, because I do. I'm all about it. It's just, you know, life gets in the way, you get busy, you're working, you're doing, and before you know it, a decade and a half has flown by and nothing is framed. But maybe this is your first time at school. Maybe you're just starting and you wanted to start big, or maybe you started many years ago and life took you down a different trajectory. You know, you started a family, you got busy with work, you didn't feel like you had the time, but now you do, and you're gonna start big. You're gonna start with Dartmouth or Brown or Penn or Cornell, in which case do that. Get that diploma and certificate and frame it and put it out there into the world. Now, I want to give a little caveat here, because there's this precept in psychology called state-dependent learning. So since I'm telling you about this on a show entitled Boozy and Bougie, I felt like it would be my due diligence to let you know that with state-dependent learning, essentially the mental state in which you're in at the time you learn the material is the best for the retrieval of that material. That being said, I don't recommend pouring your cocktail, boozing it up, and then hopping online and starting class unless it's your intention to take all of your exams or do all of your assignments while inebriated, which I'm totally not recommending, by the way. I think you should embrace your ambition, but do so sober. So in the spirit of embracing ambition, today's giveaway is going to be a brand new Tory Burch key fob from her Embrace Ambition Foundation. You guys know what to do. Hashtag Friday giveaway on this post. And you know what occurs to me? I haven't yet announced the giveaway winner from last Friday, so sorry to make you guys wait so long. Without further ado, the winner of this week's giveaway, which was a free party pack of Tea Espresso cocktail cubes, is Mary Malone Phillips. Congratulations, Mary. I will be in touch very shortly about sending that out to you and to everybody else. You know, throw your name in the hat this week. This may be your week. So I'm going to wrap it up now, but I just wanted to say a really big thank you and so much gratitude for all of you, for all of your support, whether you've commented on these postings or you've emailed me or texted or called. A few of you have even private messaged me and mentioned that you feel inspired to start your own podcast or blog as a result of this. And I can't tell you how happy that makes me, how thrilled I am. And I would absolutely encourage you to do this. If I can help in any way, give you any tips, I'm certainly happy to share that information. And if you do so, please let me know so that I can follow along and support you. So I hope you're all having a wonderful Friday. Continue being your fabulous selves, and